Okay, so I got a right front jack issue and we're off. I don't know if you can see that. 0.5 front to rear, 0.7 side to side front, and 0.6 side to side rear. When we got here, we've been having some jack problems, and if you've been following along with us at all, you'll know that we had this issue with our front left jack, our landing gear front left jack, and I had to actually replace that whole thing. This time, it's the front right jack. So that jack, when we went to level it this time, it was making a weird noise, and all of a sudden it popped and just went straight down. And luckily, the little lever thing that it holds on to just stopped it. So I put a bottle jack underneath it, and I had to wait for the part to come in. But we are off, and it feels pretty weird inside. If you've been in these RVs, any kind of unlevelness kind of feels weird. So we've had that for about a week. So I got the part in, and now I'm going to replace that front right leg. I didn't need the motor's still good. So I was able to order the part from Lippert for about 260 bucks. So it just came in. So now I'm gonna show you guys how I replace that and go from there. Hopefully it fixes the issue. I can then put it back onto the truck, retract all the legs, reset the system, and then re-level, and that's the goal here. Okay, so you can see that's the jack, and it's supposed to be off of this little piece, and it actually came and shook the RV and landed straight on top of that. It does hold the weight even without the bottle jack, but I just put that under there as a safety measure. So I'm about to lift it just a little bit. I do have all my jacks down, the middle and the back, just to put some stress release off this leg whenever I lift it up a little bit. It's just taking the motor off. There's 2 bolts to take the motor off, and then there's just 2 bolts holding in that leg. So hopefully I can get this thing off and back on fairly quickly so I can get the pressure back onto the leg and hopefully re-level this thing. If you look in here, here's your motor. It's got 2 bolts, one on this side and one right here. So we're just gonna take those off. And then what's holding this leg on, so this is what I'm replacing. This big black piece going down, there's one, I don't know if you can see that, but there's one here and then there's one here. So we're just gonna take those off. This thing just comes out. I will then put the new one in, and then put the motor back on it and get the weight back onto the jacks like it should be. So this is the new leg, came from Lippert. So there's your extension. I didn't need any of the other parts. Pretty heavy duty, they're about 35 pounds, I think. So we're gonna replace it. Yeah, we're gonna replace it. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is take off this motor. So like I said, it's just the 2 bolts up here. So we're gonna take that one off. I already took the back one off. And that motor just slides up. It just comes off like that. I know the motor works. I took it off earlier and just made sure it works. So the motor does work. I can just set that down right there. So something internally inside here just broke, and it just, the mechanics just broke, and it is what it is. So we got the motor off. I'm gonna jack it up real quick, take off the whole leg, and go and hope it doesn't fall. We also gotta take off this strong arm. That off. So now we are ready to lift it up a little bit, take the pressure off. We'll take these off and take those bolts that I showed you guys earlier.
Alright, what do you need me to do here?
Nothing right now. Pray.
Pray about it.
That ball jack, that jack doesn't give out.
So we're using this bottle jack?
Yeah, we're using the bottle jack. I should have jack stands probably, but I got the.
But we don't.
I have
work with what we have.
I have the jacks down, the middle jacks and the back jacks down to take some pressure off of the front. So this should only take me probably 10-15 minutes to get the leg on. Alright, so I got that off. So now I'm just working on.
There we go. You need that to come. Got it.
Okay. Now let's get the new one. This goes in like this. Obviously, you know, you want to make sure that your holes are pointing that way, just like the one you took out.
Original. We just gotta get through this without walking around in the RV.
Perfect. Look at that. Look at the distance between the two. Okay, so we've got the new leg on. I measured it exactly from here down, and then also inside, just to verify that it's the exact same as that side. So here's the new. And now I'm gonna put the motor back on, drop the weight off, and pray that it holds the weight. Okay, so it's all back together. I'm about to put the weight on the new jack.
I helped a lot. So far, so good.
Well, let's see.
Oh God, you're about to do something?
Hit the raise.
Mom, Cecilia broken arm.
What?
A real one.
This is what the kids are doing while we're trying to fix our... Huh? Oh, is that a cast? Wow, you better be careful with that broken arm.
Okay, I'm just joking.
Lucky there. So we've got to.
Can't you just level it now?
No, we got to clear it.
Oh.
It worked. So now what we're gonna do is retract all the jacks, put it back on the truck, retract the front jacks. It should reset the system, reload.
But in order to do that, we have to close up the house. So really this is one big pain in our rears.
Okay, so we've got the whole thing replaced. It's actually fairly simple. You know, just make sure you get the weight off there, and then it's just replacing that entire piece, and just make sure you tighten those bolts down. And now what we're gonna do is try to retract all to bring it down, bring all the jacks back up, and hit auto level and see if it'll correct itself. If it won't do that, then I will have to lift it up, put it on the truck, do it that way. I've seen some videos of people having to recalibrate these. My 3.0 leveling system has a different face than anything I've seen. So I'm not sure how to recalibrate because it doesn't have the screen. It doesn't have the LCD screen that tells me to recalibrate or, you know, hit the button 5 times or whatever these videos are telling me. So I've done this before with the left one when we did it, and I just hit retract all. It ended up fixing itself. So that's my goal here, is that it fixes itself and we're able to level, and then we're done with this. And hopefully this doesn't happen again. I'm assuming this happened because of some of the places we've been recently have been real bad left to right, and the electric jacks that we have don't really like that a whole lot in comparison to the hydraulic jacks that kind of just do it itself, and they're a little smarter, I think. But it is now replaced, and there's the old one. And yeah, so we're gonna hope this works. The jack worked, it lifted up just fine. All the weight's back on the RV, front legs, and it did lift when I hit up this time. So I know the jack actually works. Now it's just getting the system to level itself. So we decided to hitch it up. My front right fault went away, but now it's giving me a back right. But what we're gonna do is we sucked them up. They've done exactly what I wanted them to, and they stopped exactly where I wanted them to. So we're hitched up on the truck, and now I'm gonna drop it and hit auto level and see how it goes. Okay, all right. Okay, now we're gonna hit auto level and hope it works.
So now what?
We're gonna see if it works. Sounds good. There goes the backs. Okay, so it's doing what it's supposed to so far. As long as the middles come down, I think we've fixed the auto level. Oh, look at that! Look at that beauty. It's working. Huh?
I feel like we need to do a family happy dance.
I'll be dang.
This hasn't happened in a long time.
It has not. And it looks like we are going to be level. And the jack did exactly what it's supposed to. It's still doing its thing. But guys, as long as this button here goes green, right here, that's what we're waiting for. Stop flashing. Stop flashing. You can do it. You can do it. Come on. Go green. Go green. It's still trying. Oh, look at that. It's green. It worked. It worked.
Thank you, babe. You're so awesome.
So, yeah. So there's the new jack. It did exactly what it was supposed to do. And we are now finally we're level. It's been about a week of being...
Oh no, we haven't been level.
Yeah, well, this one was a little bit worse, I think.
Our middle jacks haven't dropped since we got to Florida the first time.
Yeah, but now it worked, guys.
Can we do a family happy dance? Ready?
1, 2, 3, Leslie!
So what did we just do?
We we fixed the jack.
We fixed the
Good
jack.
job.
So,
And now we're finally what?